Every Filipino family's table during Christmas showcases more than our love for the season. It's an imagery of our passion for food and our innate creativity. And no table would be complete without the iconic embutido. It's tasty, comforting, and adds a uniquely Filipino appeal in our Noche Buena. Sauteed and almost pureed aromatic vegetables will add more flavor and moisture to your meatloaf. So we're going to saute first the carrots, red bell pepper, onions, and garlic before adding them in the mixture. So I'm going to turn on the heat, add the oil, I'm going to add the bell pepper first. And the carrots. So I added the carrots and bell pepper first because it cooks longer than the onions and the garlic. And you keep stirring them occasionally to avoid from burning the vegetables. Now I'm going to add the onions. Look at the colors, it's so beautiful. And if the pan is starting to get dry, add more oil. It's very aromatic. Now I'm going to lower the heat and continue to cook until they are soft. Okay. Now time to add the garlic. Give them a good stir, and I'm going to saute this for another minute. Okay, my vegetables are ready. I'm going to turn off the heat. Transfer this to a bowl. And you let it cool to room temperature. I'm putting a twist in this recipe by using fresh bread for our breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs in this recipe serves a great purpose. Adding it to the mixture will add moisture to our chicken embutido, giving the dish a melt-in-your-mouth feel with every bite. So I'm going to tear the bread. And then you process it until they are crumbs. Okay. Just going to transfer it. All the ingredients are ready. Now it's time to mix them together. I'm going to start with the ground chicken. Add the sauteed vegetables. Tomato sauce. Raisins. Relish. And then mix them together. Now you might be wondering why I added tomato sauce in the meatloaf. Always remember, you have to add liquid to your meatloaf to add more moisture. And tomato sauce will add more flavor as well. Okay, just make sure they are well combined. Now I'm going to add the eggs. Okay, breadcrumbs. Okay. Now you season it really well with salt. Pepper. Olive oil. Mix them together until they are well combined, and always remember, don't over-mix your meatloaf because over-mixing your meatloaf will have a dry and tough texture. Okay, now before you wrap your meatloaf into the foil, make sure you check the seasoning first by frying a little bit of meatloaf into the pan. So I'm just going to turn on the heat again. So I'm just gonna fry a small piece. It's very important to check the seasoning first before wrapping your meatloaf. Okay. So I'm just gonna taste it, if it needs more salt. It's really delicious. I already prepared my steamer here. Now before you put your embutido into the foil, make sure you measure your foil first. Okay, you just want to make sure your embutido will fit inside the steamer. I'm gonna fold it so that I have a guide. Okay, now for this recipe, I can make 4 pieces of chicken embutido, and I'm going to fill my foil with 1.5 cups of this mixture. Now we're going to shape the embutido into log shape. Now the technique so that the mixture will not stick to your hands, dip your fingers into the oil. Okay. Make sure you have kitchen towel beside you all the time. And now we're going to roll down the foil, but make sure don't compress the mixture too much because it can lead to a dry and tough texture. Then make sure you secure the sides. ready to steam our chicken embutido. I'm gonna steam 2 embutidos first. And you steam it for about 30 minutes. Chicken embutidos are firm. It's perfectly cooked. Now let it cool to room temperature. It will take about 1 to 2 hours. Once it has been cooled down, you can place them in the fridge. Okay, these meatloaves has been cooled down. We're going to unwrap them. Now we're going to slice it into 1/2 inch thickness. Wow, this is so delicious. It's so moist and it really melts in your mouth. I love this recipe because it has been passed on by every generation. Even with little tweaks here and there, it has remained in our hearts as a traditional dish we share and savor during the holidays. It's classic Filipino, full of flavors, and brings back beautiful memories. Make sure you have this on your table this Christmas season.